Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to the Friday Night Movers. Yes, we are eventually live after 15 minutes of not being live, basically just talking to ourselves tonight with Paul Wilson and Jack Lincoln. Good evening, everyone, for episode 16.
Hello again.
Hello, Paul. Evening, Jack.
Evening.
Good evening. Very nice good evening there from Jack. Tonight we will be talking about obviously the Swansea game, the review from that, and we will be talking about the Birmingham City game. Yes, the Birmingham City game, which comes tomorrow at 12:30 kickoff on Sky. Yes, Sky again for the Sunderland fans. So, Swansea nil, Sunderland nil, draw. Swansea were down to 10 men with a red card. Sunderland had 11 men, and they played 15 minutes of the first half and 45 minutes of the second half without, obviously, 10 men. They played with 11, Swansea played with 10. What happened, did you think there, Paul? Did you think Tony Mowbray... What can you say about Tony Mowbray? Do you think he could have went in at half time and went, let's do this, lads, let's come out, and because we've got 10 men, we've got 11 men, let's go and fight them men against boys? What do you think he said?
I actually think what you've just said, to be honest. Mowbray should have went in at half time. Yeah, like he always does. He should have went in and said to the lads, keep going. Yeah, you will get a goal from somewhere. But one thing I did mention on Ant's channel this week, I do know Tony Mowbray was not happy whatsoever with Dan Ballard and Luke O'Nien, actually.
Yes, because obviously both of them are suspended for tomorrow's game because they're both on 5 yellow cards currently. So there'll be a suspension for tomorrow. So there'll be a defensive reshuffle in the defensive role there. So position wise,
Yeah,
I think you
with
would see
changing captain.
change of captain as well. I will be mentioning that because that is on my thumbnail. I will be mentioning that too. But we will be going into the Swansea City game. What was your thoughts on the Swansea game, Paul? Did you think it was a bit drab? Did you think it was a bit boring? What did you think?
I thought it was a bit boring. Because the funny thing is, I know Bowers always shouts. He's always happy when we keep a clean sheet. And actually, after the game, I said to him, Bowers, you've got your favourite thing. He was like, what's that? I said to him, Sunderland have actually kept a clean sheet. He was absolutely completely shocked.
So the player who got sent off for Swansea was Charlie Patino, obviously Arsenal nominee. Got sent off. You alright, Jack?
I was singing the Blackpool tune of when he was playing at Blackpool last season.
So he got sent off in the 30th minute, not the 29th minute. I thought it was close. Swansea had 3 shots on top, 3 shots, 2 on target, 28% possession, 247 passes. Sunderland had 25 shots on target, 25 shots, sorry. 3 shots of those were only on target, 22 weren't. Sunderland had 72% possession and 588 passes. So, 25 shots, 3 on target. For me, that should have been more improved. Do you agree on that one, Jack?
Oh, that was just embarrassing, honestly. Shooting drills need to be drilled into these players for the past week.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it's just embarrassing. You're having 25 shots, 3 on target. I guarantee the shot on target, because I didn't even watch the game because couldn't find a stream or anything, were probably straight at the keeper.
Yes, I can remember that one. So, in goal for Swansea was Rushworth, Harry Dorgan at centre back with Ben Humphries, Josh Tymon, Harrison Ashby is the right back, Charlie Patino and Matt Grimes in the centre of the park, Liam Cullen, Jamie Patterson, Jamal Lowe, and up top was Jerry Yates. Yes, he was on. He used to play for Blackpool as well. I could have sworn Jerry Yates.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he did. Yeah, I thought he did. And
We were linked with him actually at one point.
Yeah. And then goal for us was Patterson, O'Nien Ballard, which is obviously suspensions for tomorrow. Niall Huggins, Hume, Ekwar, Bellingham, Dan Neil, Robert Clark, and Nazreen Russian. Yes, basically an unchanged lineup from last week, I think. Was it the week before when we were playing Norwich? I think it was an unchanged lineup, I think. From a 3-1 win against Norwich, as I believe. Was it a 3-1 win? I think it was.
Yeah, it was 3-1.
So Sunderland played a 4-1-4-1 last week. Swansea normally play a 4-2-3-1. But now we will be focusing on the Birmingham City game after Jack gets his point on the Swansea game. Jack, what's your thoughts on Swansea last week?
No matter what, it's a point. It's still embarrassing, really, if you look at it. People say it's harder to play against 10 men. Is it? If you go back to the Middlesbrough game when Daniel got sent off, was that easier for Middlesbrough or harder for Middlesbrough? It was easier for them. Like, that saying doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
Because Middlesbrough always seem to get behind all the time when I looked at that.
Yeah, like Swansea sat all the players back, so it was hard to break them down.
Yeah, because you had like
Mm.
Harry Dorman up
So,
the pitch. You had Dorman and Grimes up the pitch, and you also had Bully the centre backs in like the midfield position trying to break Sunderland down, which is like really hard to get past. But fortunately,
that game was frustrating. The attack and threat was frustrating. How can you have 25 shots and 3 on target the whole game? Like, I don't understand it. Like, to the players, like, oh no, we're going to shoot for fun and just miss every single time. It was a joke. The game wound me up.
So before we go on to obviously tomorrow's preview as well, there's been an interview on the channel from Jensen South, sorry. However, after making his recovery from a long-term injury, 20-year-old Jensen South is ready to make his mark on Wearside. As he filters his way into the first team setup, South has played his part of the season with a number of substitute appearances as part of his integration into Tony Mowbray's squad. It is clear to see that he is starting to find his feet with Sunderland. It is a great club to come to, South told Red and White. Everyone is kind from moment one. I felt a warm feeling with the lads being so nice and helpful. Jim Matete, Adji Alessi, Lewis Hamir. I've seen them outside of football as well. It's great to develop connections with everyone and it's been nice. I've settled in really well. Obviously, I miss my friends and family, but it already feels like home. I have a nice house in the area and I enjoy going to training every day. The Netherlands are one of the leading powers in world football and have been for decades. Total Football, Marco van Basten, Johan Cruyff, Dennis Bergkamp, and clubs who have gone on to become Champions League winners, just to name a few. So who were Jensen's football heroes when he was playing the sport from an early age? So, see how Alice, when I was really young, I just watched all of the attackers play like Lionel Messi, Neymar, RG and Robin. But after a while I started to watch defenders. I wasn't trying to copy but take some good things from their game, so I was really big fan of Thiago Silva, Sergio Ramos, and John Stones, who I really like. The ball playing centre back is what I tried to be like. Interesting from Jensen South. I listened to Paul.
What?
His interview.
Why would you have inspiration of John Stones? John Stones are all centre backs. He's not even a centre back no more.
So, before we go into the Birmingham game, I will be talking about. Oh, sorry.
That is interesting, Brad. But I'm going to say this though,
right?
Because I've been thinking all day. Well, I don't think he will, but if Mowbray doesn't play Triantis, what was the point of us buying Triantis?
That's what I'm saying as well. What's the point of buying him if you're just going to play Dennis Cirkin in that role? Why? What's the point? If you buy next year Triantis in that role, you play him when obviously the players are suspended, don't you, Paul?
Yeah, you do, because before we went live and before you came back on, Brad, I was actually saying to Jack, Nick Barnes, Nick Barnes asked Tony Mowbray, what on earth has happened to Jewison Bennett? And Tony Mowbray said Jewison Bennett, unfortunately, is actually playing for the under-23s now.
Oh. Bloody hell. I'm not happy with that, like. Bloody hell. So, before I go into this Birmingham City preview, I want to talk about a few things. So, opposition. Wayne Rooney's Birmingham City are currently sitting 15th in the Sky Bet Championship with 5 wins, 4 draws, and 6 defeats in their opening 15 fixtures. The Midlands club picked up the first point under Rooney last weekend against promotion pushing Ipswich Town. Jay Stansfield leads the way in front of goal. The striker has notched 2 of his 5 goals in as many games against Southampton and Contractor Boys. Birmingham have registered just 3 wins in their last 13 meetings against the Black Cats. The Blues' last win on Wearside come in 2006. Mikael Fossil's penalty on the stroke of half-time was enough to seal the point. So, looking at that, obviously Birmingham's just won 3 wins in the last 13 against the Black Cats. How do you think tomorrow's going to go, Paul? Do you think we're going to win tomorrow?
I hope so. Because I actually on channel this week, I actually hope to God this game is not Wayne Rooney's first win as Birmingham manager.
Oh, God.
Maybe that's Sunderland if it is.
Jack, 3 wins out of 13 for Birmingham against the Black Cats. Do you think someone's going to win, or do you think Birmingham's going to win and surprise us? What do you think?
Well, I think we'll win, but we won't be the better team.
Right.
So I think we'll struggle in the game and get a goal from the winner play.
Yeah.
And then it's not going to be a good game, really. I think it's going to be another scrappy game.
Yes, definitely. I think it's going to be one of them scrappy games as well. I 100% agree with you, Jack. I think it's going to be very scrappy tomorrow as well against Birmingham. But team news for tomorrow. Sunderland will be without defensive duo Luke O'Neill and Daniel Ballard. The pair have reached the caution of 3 their shareholders for bookings and will therefore serve a 1-game suspension. Elysia Mienda returns to the squad, having resumed full training, and there will also be a place among the substitutes for Nathan Bishop following the birth of his first child. Adji Alessia, Corey Evans, Timothy Pembellier and Jay Batetier all remain out as they continue to recover from their respective injuries. Paul, line up for tomorrow, what do you think it's going to be?
To be honest, I actually think it could be probably I'm going to say probably the same lineup as Swansea, but of course we'll change at the back.
And what do you think? What do you think the back's going to be? Do you think it's going to be Selton Triantis? And then Huggins and Hume? What are you thinking?
Yeah, to be honest, I've been thinking about this all day. I think it'll be Jensen Selt. Because Mowbray did confirm that Jensen will start tomorrow.
Yep.
And I think it'll be Dennis Serkin.
You think it'll be Serkin? Yeah. Jack, what do you think tomorrow? What do you think the defensive change will be in there?
Well, I think it'll be Hume into centre back and Serkin on to the left back.
Hume in the centre with Selt and Serkin at left back. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's going to be Jensen Selt, Triantis, Huggins and Hume, because why would you drop Huggins and Hume? That's just ridiculous. Why would you drop them?
I would drop Hume any fucking day of the week.
Why? Huggins plays on the left-hand side. I don't think he's good enough on the left. I think he's better on the right. Do you all agree on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Paul? Do you think he's better on the right? Because he cuts in from the right really well. What do you think?
Yeah, he does. The thing is, I know you said that you wouldn't drop Huggins.
I wouldn't. No. 100%.
In a way, I don't think Mowbray would either, but I would. Because because we know what Huggins has been like with his injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he is getting... he has been called up.
Yeah.
For international duties, so...
Mm-hmm.
Tony Mowbray might do what he's done with Job.
Yeah.
He done with Job in the last game. When he actually took him off.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could do that with Huggins.
Okay. So the next part, streaming. Live streaming of the game is available everywhere apart from United Kingdom, Ireland, Isle of Man, Jersey, and Russia. But one important one on Remembrance Day. Supporters sitting in the roker end are advised to arrive in their seat early for a display to commemorate Remembrance Day. Fans are being asked to arrive in their seat by about 12:20 p.m. ahead of the kick-off with a minute silence. A lap of thanks around the pitch will be at the Stadium of Light will also take place 25 minutes before kick-off. So if you want to watch the lap of thanks around the pitch, please arrive at around 12 o'clock so you don't miss that. Are you going to be watching the lap of round, Paul? Around the pitch?
Yes, and for those that are, watch out for Steve from Jazzy and Steve. He's actually doing it.
Oh, yes, watch out for Giles. I forgot about that. Steve Usher, watch out for Steve Usher because he'll be probably doing that as well. Yeah, he will be. So, around the grounds, tonight, Blackburn Rovers versus Preston North End at 8 p.m. I don't know what the score is there at this current time. I will check now though. Blackburn Rovers.
I'll check for you, bud.
Alright. Currently, yeah, I've got it, yeah. Blackburn Rovers 0, Preston 1. Alan Brown scored a goal in the 35th minute.
By the way, I'm checking the comments on the YouTube, and we have got comments.
What we got?
Kieran Oxley said hi.
Evening, Kieran.
Acacia said hi.
Evening, Acacia.
Kieran said, how are you, Brad and Paul?
Not too bad, thanks, Kieran. Just full of cold, still ill. But yeah, other than that, I'm perfect, mate. Thank you. Any more?
Williams just put, do you know Mad Mistake?
Who said that?
William.
William Oxley.
William Oxley. Yes, I do know the Man Mistake. He's a good lad of mine. I do know the Man Mistake. Know him really well, in fact. Just got him on Facebook.
Acacia.
Mm-hmm.
Acacia put, it just depends if Huggins gets injured when he gets back from the international break for Wales. As Tony Mowbray is saying, he hopes he doesn't get injured again.
Yes, that's a one to watch out for as well. Good point there, Acacia, by the way. Good point.
And she's just put Callum McFadden, and Carl McFadden's mum has passed away.
Who passed away?
Carl McFadden's mum.
Oh, bloody hell. Very sad news, lads. Very sad. We're all thinking of you right now, Kyle. We're all thinking of you right now.
And Callum as well.
And Callum, obviously, ex-Sunderland player. So, Saturday's games. Cardiff versus Norwich. Paul, score prediction for that one?
Well, actually, this one's interesting because I'm gonna, because on our channel actually I said Cardiff would actually win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got a feeling actually if Cardiff wins,
mm-hmm.
I actually think David Wagner will be sacked at Norwich.
So what score prediction you go for, Paul?
3-0 Cardiff.
3-0 Cardiff. Ooh, okay. Jack?
4-0 Cardiff.
4-0 Cardiff. I'm going to go with Great CF. I'll say a 2-1 Cardiff. Coventry versus Stoke. Alex Neil's team up against Coventry. Mark Robbins at the Rico Arena. Paul, what's your thoughts on that one? Coventry versus Stoke.
Oh, there's another. That is another good one because I was looking. Coventry actually has got an illness in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Robbins actually wouldn't reveal who the exact player is that's ill. But I know we don't like Alex Neil, so I'm actually going to go 2-1 Coventry.
2-1 Cov. Jack?
2-0 Stoke.
2-0 Stoke. I'm going to go and play it safe as well. I'm going to say 2-1 Stoke. Goes from Bowman, and I'll say Josh Lawrence will score as well for Stoke. Next, Hull City versus Huddersfield Town. Paul?
Oh. Darren Moore actually hasn't had a good
He
good
hasn't, has he?
start for Huddersfield. I think he'll turn it round. I'm actually gonna go 2-1 Huddersfield.
Jack?
What's the two teams again?
Hull and Huddersfield?
Huddersfield 1. 1-0 Huddersfield.
1-0 Huddersfield. I'm going to say the first draw. If it could be score predictions, I'm going to say Hull won. Huddersfield won. Next, Ipswich versus Swansea. Jack, we'll go to you first this time.
Ooh, hey. Ipswich flying high. Swansea having an awful season. I'm going to go Ipswich 2, Swansea 0.
2-0 Ipswich, did you say?
Yep.
Okay. Paul, Ipswich Swansea?
This was another interesting one because when I was actually on Ants channel during the week, we were actually watching Rotherham versus Ipswich. And it looked like Ipswich actually didn't do that well
Ooh.
against Rotherham. So, and we've just played Swansea.
Comments on as
Um,
well. Ipswich to win 4-2, says Acacia, against Swansea. What's your thoughts, Paul? What's your score prediction for that one?
I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-1. Good one. I'm going to say Ipswich 2, Swansea 2. Leeds United versus Plymouth. This one will go with Jack again.
Who again, sorry, bud?
Leeds and Plymouth.
Leeds and Plymouth.
Yes.
Leeds having a good season, I think.
Yeah, yes.
And Plymouth, for a season that's been promoted, for a team that's been promoted, they're doing alright. They've got the weakest side out of the teams that have been promoted.
Mm-hmm.
I think Plymouth will win this one now.
Okay, nice. Paul?
Plymouth. I'm gonna say 2-0 Plymouth. Barley Mumble will score for them.
Okay. Leeds versus Plymouth. Sorry, everyone, but I'm going to say 4-0 Leeds. There you go.
Ooh.
Next game is Middlesbrough versus Leicester. Paul, you want to go first on this one?
Oh. God, this will be an interesting one. I actually hope Ant is not listening. But I'm actually going to say Leicester will beat Middlesbrough. I know Middlesbrough's at home, but the way Leicester was against us, and where they are on the table, I'm going to say 2-1 Leicester.
Okay. Did you have Middlesbrough versus Leicester, Jack? Did you predict? I don't think you did.
No, I didn't.
Jack, what's your score prediction?
1-1.
Okay. I'm going to say Middlesbrough 0. Leicester 2. Leicester are quite flying, but obviously got a defeat last week. But I think we'll pick this one back up with a win. Next one, Queen's Park Rangers versus Bristol City. Paul?
God, new manager versus new manager.
New manager versus new manager, yes.
That's a season manager.
Newbie versus newbie.
Well, it'll be an interesting one, especially with the manager that Bristol's, with the head coach that Bristol City's just got.
Mm-hmm.
And where he actually got Oxford actually in the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna back Liam Manning to get his first win over QPR. I'm going to say 2-1 Bristol City.
Okay, Jack, QPR, Bristol City.
I'm going the other way around, 2-1 QPR.
Okay, for me, I'm going to say QPR 0, Bristol City 0. It's going to be a dull game between the two clubs, to be honest, 0-0. Next one is Sheffield Wednesday versus Millwall. I have to be careful on this one because Mitchell will probably be watching. I have to be careful on this one. So, Paul, we'll go to you first.
God, this one's an even interesting one. Millwall's new head coach. Millwall's got a new manager.
Streaming!
Go on, Chef. Where's at home? Oh. I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2. Jack, Sheffield Wednesday versus Millwall. Jack?
Sorry.
It's alright. Sheffield Wednesday versus Millwall.
Millwall 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. You got a comment from Williamson, Brad, do you like Edge Maxson?
Who was that?
You know.
I don't even know who he is.
Acacia just put Sheffield Wednesday 1-1 against Millwall.
For me, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Millwall 0. So I think 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday win. Right.
We're only doing this because Mitchell will be listening.
Yes. Gotta be nice. Gotta be nice in front of Mitchell.
Hey, oh, fuck off Wednesday.
You won't be having you on your streams anymore, Jack.
I didn't go on your streams no more.
Do you not?
No, I barely speak them.
Next one, Southampton versus West Bromwich Albion. Jack.
West Brom against who? I'm so sorry. I'm coming deaf.
The Saints, Southampton.
They're the saying Southampton versus West Brom. That's going to be a tough game for both of them.
Mm-hmm, it is. It's going to be an interesting one.
I'm going to go Southampton 1, West Brom 1.
Okay, Paul? Paul?
Technical fault. Technical fault.
You know what? I'm going to go the same as Jack. 1-1.
1-1, okay. I'm going to say Southampton 2, West Brom 1. That's what I'm going to go for. Last game is Watford versus Rotherham before we go over to Sunderland score prediction. So, Watford versus Rotherham, Jack.
Watford 1, Rotherham 2.
Okay, and Paul?
Well, since I was actually keeping an eye on the Rotherham's game against Ipswich midweek, I'm going to say 1-0 Watford.
Okay, I'm going to say... Oh, it's going to be a tough one here. I'm going to say Watford 2, Rotherham 0. Now we are going to go over to our 12:30 kickoff. Sunderland versus Birmingham tomorrow. What's your score prediction, guys?
Acacia's put Watford 2, Rotherham 3.
Okay, thanks, Jack. Brad, do you like Edge?
Sunderland Birmingham.
Sunderland Birmingham. What's your score prediction for that one?
I'm going to go Sunderland 2.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hate me for this.
Mm-hmm.
Sunderland 2, Birmingham 3.
Okay. Paul?
(3-1 Sunderland).
3-1 Sunderland. I'm going to go give away around. I'm going to go Sunderland 3, Birmingham City 2. That's what I'm going for. KCS
Yeah,
Acacia says you keep going low.
Can you hear me, Jack, perfectly? Can you hear me on here?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, perfect. I was just checking, that's all, just in case. Paul, can you hear me perfectly as well?
Yeah.
Acacia says we can't hardly hear when you've got no microphone. Well, Acacia, I'll be solving that problem out at Christmas time, okay? I'll be getting a microphone for Christmas, so yeah. Got the microphone already. It's just getting set up for Christmas. Just getting set up for Christmas. Because they're obviously getting that for Christmas, so yes. Acacia says, can you come up a bit closer to the speaker, Brad? Yes, I'm as close as I can get here, Acacia. There you go. Thank you for everyone who has contributed in the live chat tonight. I really do appreciate it as well. 30-minute stream tonight, guys. I don't feel too great. Next one will be on Sunday, I think, for the review of Sunderland versus Birmingham. We could have Anthony for that one, so it'll be an interesting one with Anthony Mackham. Paul's going to try and get him on. Is that right, Paul?
Yeah, try. Be interesting because, like you said, Anth is actually at the game tomorrow. Because, like, funny thing is, when I was on his stream the other night, I actually said to him, "Since you're at the game, Anth, you're going to be our lucky charm."
By the way, guys, we've got 363 subscribers. Can we all subscribe to the channel, please? That would be appreciated. Leave a like.
I'm going to make a deal with you, Brad.
What?
Right, so when I hit my birthday time, 4th of May,
Okay.
if you're not on 750 subscribers,
Okay.
you have to, on live stream,
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
get a glass, fill it with toothpaste,
Right.
and Marmite and Nutella, mix it with water, and drink that on stream.
I will actually do it. I will do
Live as well, Brad.
What, Paul?
Live as well.
I know we're live, Paul. I know we're live, but I might as well do some daft challenges.
No, I'm saying Chuck actually wants you to do it live.
That's all right. We'll do it live. I don't care. We'll do it live.
So we've got evidence.
So Marmite, toothpaste, and Nutella in the same glass filled with water, and you've got to drink it.
Marmite, toothpaste, and Nutella in water. Drink it. Okay.
And Marmite.
And Marmite.
Oh.
Yes. That's going to be a bit of beef, a bit of chocolate, and a bit of toothpaste.
Mint.
So mint, chocolate, and bloody beef together. Bloody hell. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a good go. So, yeah.
Also, in that deal, you've got that, right? And you've got to give her 1.5 minutes of you dancing.
Right, that's perfectly fine. I can do that. Do that very well. I can do that.
God, since you've said that on live, you watch all the viewers.
Please, guys, get us to 1K.
Everyone on YouTube.
Come on, please, everyone, get us to 1K subscribers. I do appreciate if you do. If not, then I'll be doing the challenge again. Be doing another challenge.
750 subscribers by 4th of May.
Yes, another challenge. Oh, by the way, the 4th of May is the Sheffield Wednesday game at the last game of the season as well, so that's going to be an interesting one. Review Sunderland versus Sheffield Wednesday, last game of the season. Am I going to drink that on stream? Find out later on.
You imagine we get promoted that day.
Right, if I get...
now I've got to do a deal with Paul as well.
Right.
No.
Right,
if I get
1K subscribers and we get promoted, I'll freaking do a whole tube of Colgate toothpaste down my mouth. There you go.
Right, now this is the deal for Paul. If we get promoted on the 4th of May, he's got to do 1.5 minutes of dancing with Brad on camera.
You what?
We'll be enjoying that one, Paul. Me and you.
Will they come at one with Jack?
No, Adam coming. Long enough to get a fucking challenge set on us.
Jack, I've got a challenge for you. Right.
I
want you to do at least 5 Disney movie impressions. So
you can't do an impression of your own goddamn self.
So there you go.
But I can make yours 10 times worse if I want to.
Yeah, I'll be nice to you, Doc.
Oh.
I know you're being nice, but I can't do Disney fucking impression. I can't do my own impression of my own goddamn deathbed. More than goddamn Disney.
That should be Ants, because Ants can do Disney impressions.
I'm Donald Duck. Quack, quack.
Oh, we've got to give Acacia a challenge as well.
Yeah, welcome to Keep Your Comments.
Oh.
We
She's
are-
actually in the chat as well.
Yeah, she's in the chat. She's got a big high for Sheffield Wednesday if we get
Acacia,
promoted.
Acacia, on the 4th of May, when Sunderland play Sheffield Wednesday, I want you to buy a Sheffield Wednesday top from the Hillsborough store, and I want you to wear it during the whole game.
Woohoo!
That's your challenge.
She's gonna get you, Brad.
She won't even accept it. She won't even accept it.
Anyway,
If she's
guys.
got balls, she'll accept it.
Yeah. Anyway, guys. Lovely having you on as always, Jack and Paul, and we'll see you again on Sunday if you're available. Used to.
In a beat, lads.
Abdullah Bar scored 2 more tomorrow for Ants.